Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Respected chair, co-chair and audience, Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Muhammad Kabir, serving as an assistant professor and in charge at Department of Biological Sciences, Thal University, Bakhar, University of Sargodha, ex-sub-campus, Bakhar. First of all, I pay my thanks to the organizing committee of International Conference IBBC-2023 and Department of Physiology, Government College, University, Faisalabad, who give me a chance of oral presentation in this an international conference. Audience, today the topic of my presentation is causes, impacts and solution of rapidly increasing environmental pollution in Pakistan, a review. I am not going to representing any research paper. I just want to highlight an important issue of the environment through a review. Presentation layout includes the problem, that is the pollution, and its solution, that is the plantation. As we know that research starts with the problem and ends with the solution. Causes and effects of environmental pollution, importance of tree for sustainable habitat, pollution, pollutant type and issue, plantation campaign, solution for pollution, environmental calendar, conclusion and recommendation, certificates and publication of 2022 and 23. Environmental pollution. In this slide, we will see the causes, effect and its solution. The major causes of environmental pollution are the overpopulation, urbanization, industrialization, transportation, deforestation, waste production, resource depletion, lack of education, and so on. And the effects include the biodiversity loss, floods, landslides, soil erosion, endangerment of species, natural disaster, global warming, climate change, and so on. But the lower level solutions include the control of population explosion, stop deforestation, promote reforestation, fine for illegal dumping, strict government regulation, reverse nature, reduce consumption level, and so on. A muscosol, an environmental expert, say that a tree that lives for 50 years generates a US dollar worth of oxygen, recycles huge quantity of US dollar worth of soil fertility, facilitates US dollar worth of the soil erosion, provides a huge quantity of US dollar worth of shelter for insect, birds and animals. Besides, it provides flower, fruit and seed. Our net loss is worth 57,381 US dollar when one tree falls are affected by environmental pollution. So the humble request to all the humanity on the surface of earth is that think before you cut a tree. What is the pollution, pollutant, their types and the issue? You can see in the picture that it is our common practice that most of the industrial wastes are dumped outside the industrial wall or their boundary wall, and then by burning process different types of pollutants are being discharged into all components of environment including air, water and soil. So what is the pollution? An undesirable change in physical, chemical or biological characteristics of air, water and soil that may harmful effects to the living organism is known as the pollution. Pollutant. The substances which cause the pollution are known as the pollutant, or simply we can say the residue of things we make, use and throw away into the environment are known as the pollutant. Different types of pollutions include the air pollution, water pollution, land or soil pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution, chemical pollution, and so on. What is the issue? We use the resources extensively and then are not responsible for the consequences. In the next slide, you can see that it is our common practice that we cut the tree by a process of deforestation. One sin is the cutting of tree and another is their burning. By burning process, we are releasing different types of pollutant into the air as well as into the soil. In the second part of slide, you can see the anthropogenic activity, that is the treatment of the water, but such activities are not being taking place on the large scale in our environment. Here in the figures, you can see that how different types of the greenhouse gases are being produced into the environment. These are also the major pollutants of the environment, and these pollutants are mainly being discharged due to the industrial activity, transportation, construction purposes, waste production, road constructions, and so on. So what are the solutions for pollution? Here we will see the solution for pollution regarding to the some codes. That is, plants act as a natural lungs. Plant a tree and get oxygen for free. Actually, the only things which is giving existence to all living organisms on the surface of earth are the plants, because they give off the oxygen which is necessary for existence of all the living organisms. They are the producer of the food chain, and they can provide food to all the living organisms by the process of the photosynthesis. And by this process, plants are considered as the natural purifier of the environment, because they take up the different greenhouse gases during the process of the photosynthesis, and most common gas, carbon dioxide, is being taken by in the process of photosynthesis by the plants. It is our duty to save the environment's beauty. Let us go green to get our globe clean. In shortcut, we can say that green revolution is the best solution to arrest the environmental pollution in changing climate of the world. Here you can see in this slide that in our university campus, different entrance gates are also made by different types of the plants. We have planted a large number of plants in earthen pots in the front of our academic building. We arrange different walks and talks in which students, faculty members, and staffs are involved in plantations activity. Our birthday director is planting a tree in front of the academic building. We also have collaboration with the district administration, deputy commissioner office, divisional, and district forest officer to carry out the plantations activity in our campus. We also collaborated with the Pakistan Army for plantations activity in our campus. As we know that clean and green environment is necessary for the existence of life and existence of the healthy brain. As we know that healthy brain can exist only in the healthy body, and healthy body or healthy species require a healthy environment. We normally celebrate on two important days in a year, that is our birthday and the Eid's day. But we must also know that environmental calendar have many important events in a year, such as the World Environmental Day is celebrated on the 5th of June, World Population Day on the 11th of July, Ozone Week from 16 to 23rd of September, and so on. The International Plantation Day is celebrated on the 18th of August. So what is the conclusion? If haphazard population growth and construction of new industrial structure, transportations and urbanizations activities go on without realizing the importance of trees, then probably there would be more environmental changes in near future. These environmental changes are harmfully affecting the habitat and health of the living organism. As I already mentioned that the clean and green environment is necessary for existence of organism on the surface of earth. If our environment is not clean, it means that we are not giving the sustainable environment to our next coming generation. So recommendation is that be a part of solution, not pollution. And the message, request, whatsoever you consider it, to all the participants is that each one must at least plant one. Here you can see in the slide that its heading is need to think. As in the first part of the slide, industrial revolution is discharging disturbance both in the land and in the air. And most of productive ecosystem, that is forest ecosystem, is also being destroyed due to the different anthropogenic activities. That is industrialization, urbanizations, and so on. You can see in the second right portions of the slide that without trees, the temperature is very high, and with trees, this temperature on the surface of earth is under control. Imagine if tree give off Wi-Fi signal, we would planting so many trees, we would probably save the environment. Too badly, they only produce the oxygen which we breathe, and food which we eat. Request to all the humanity, to all the participants is that join the green revolution and stop the pollution. Here you can see in the slides some of the certificates which our University of Sargodha have obtained during its competitions in UI Green Matrix World University Ranking. During 2023, this position was 526 and in 2018 it was 712. And in the second portion of slides you can see the Research Productivity Award during my PhD which I have obtained from Pakistan Council of Science and Technology, Islamabad. These are the publication of 2022. I have published 10 papers of W and X categories, and during 2023 I have published 5 papers, out of which 4 belongs to W category and 1 belongs to the X category. It means that I am playing my role being as a inhabitants of these environments in the form of the publication. So save the environment to save yourself. Thank you. Be kind to your mind.